Chapter 26. Yes, I was a poacher. When Jan and I first moved to northern Michigan, we faced some tough times. Money was tight, and with Michael only 3 years old, Jan couldn't work outside the home. There were days I wasn't sure how I was going to put food on the table. One evening, my friend Dave Bunker, who knew we were struggling, offered a solution. "Let's go hunting tonight," he said. "Hunting? At night? Dave, it's not even deer season." He just smiled and replied, "Do you need food or not?" I hesitated, unsure. Dave saw the look on my face and said, "I'll pick you up at 9. It'll be dark by then." Sure enough, at 9 p.m., Dave pulled into the driveway with his truck. He stepped out holding a rifle and a massive flashlight. He handed me the light and said, "We can walk from here." We lived in the woods, and not far from the house was an open field where deer were often seen, day and night. We quietly made our way to a tree at the edge of the field and sat down in the dark. "Turn on the light when I tell you," Dave whispered. About 15 minutes passed in silence. Then, "Okay, now, turn it on. Aim straight out." I clicked on the light and swept it across the field. "A little to the left," he whispered again. I adjusted the beam and suddenly, there they were, 2 deer, standing still in the glow of the light. To this day, I have no idea how Dave knew they were out there. It was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing until the beam hit them. Then, bang, the rifle went off. Startled, I turned off the light. Dave stood up calmly and told me to turn it back on as we approached the downed deer. But before we could get close, we heard something, the distant sound of a car approaching. We both. Then we saw the headlights. Dave crouched and hissed, "Get down! Don't say a word!" We hit the ground. As the car rolled closer, we could see someone inside, scanning the area with a flashlight. My heart was pounding. Dave muttered, "That's the DNR, Department of Natural Resources. They're looking for poachers." Suddenly we heard rustling from the wounded buck. Without hesitation, Dave crawled up onto the deer to keep it from moving or drawing attention. I lay there in the cold, silent field, terrified and ashamed. "Jansen, what in the hell are you doing? You're about to get arrested for breaking the law." The lights got closer. Then they passed by. The truck drove off. Silence returned. The crisis was over. Dave stood up, calm as ever. I, on the other hand, was shaking. That night, I learned a lot. I learned how things worked in the North. I learned how desperate I could feel when trying to feed my family. And I learned how quickly the lines between right and wrong can blur when you're staring down a hungry household in a hard winter. It wasn't a proud moment, but it was a real one.